What if I told you you can make the saddest chord progressions in the major scale? Now, most producers, when they want to create something sad, they reach for the minor scale, and that works. But if you want to learn how to put real emotion into your tracks, then you have to know how to use the minor scale as well as the major scale. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I got a special gift for you. Yo, I go by Collier. Welcome to the channel. Okay, first, we're going to set some guidelines for creating sad emotional tracks. You should at least know the rules first before you break them. For sad emotional tracks, you'll want to use slower tempos to really give listeners time to feel the emotion that you're trying to produce. Make sure to leave space between one or two chords in your progression. This is another way that you can give listeners time to really feel your chord progression. Using a downward trend in your chord progressions is probably one of the best tips for creating sad emotional music. Keep your melodies simple. Use fewer notes so the listener can fill in the blanks with their own sad emotions. Okay, so we got the basics down. Now, how do we get the major scale, which is usually known for sounding happy, to sound sad? The first tip is switching up your chord types. Okay, the major scale is made up of these 7 chords. The major chords are capitalized and the minor chords are lowercase. Now, the secret to getting the most emotional chord progressions is you need contrast. Here's what I mean. Let's say all of your life you only ate one candy bar. After a while, that candy bar will become less special because you've had it so many times, it would basically lose all of its flavor. But then let's say after years and years of eating just this one candy bar, you went to a candy store. Now that you have so many different kinds of candies to choose from, that chocolate bar becomes special again because it has unique qualities and you have other candies to compare to, which then makes the unique qualities of the chocolate bar stand out more. It's the same with chord progressions and emotions. For a sad emotional sound, focus on the minor chords, but use different chord types to bring out the unique qualities of a minor chord. Here, listen to this chord progression that only uses minor chords. It's not too bad, but it kind of lacks a little bit of emotion because everything is in minor. Now, listen to this chord progression that mixes chord types. You can see that every chord type has a little something different to add. And another chord type you can add are suspended chords. Now, basically, there are 2 types of suspended chords, sus2 and sus4 chords. These chords are neutral and dissonant and can actually work well within the major and minor scales. They actually aren't too different from a major or minor chord. The only difference is where the middle note is located. Okay, so a minor chord is the 1, a minor third, and the 5th. To make a sus2 chord, we will just shift the middle note down a half step. A sus2 chord is the root, the 2nd, and the 5th. That's why it's called a sus2. For a sus4 chord, we will shift the middle note of a major chord up a half step. A sus4 chord is the 1, the 4th, and the 5th, and that's why it's called a sus4. Sus2 and sus4 chords work well with major and minor scales because the 2nd note and the 4th note are the same in parallel major and minor scales. So how do we use suspended chords? You can use them to replace major or minor chords in a chord progression, but they work really well as transition or passing chords. You can make a fire chord progression with just 2 chords ending on a sus chord. These these chords add a nice bit of tension to your music, and they're not used as much in popular music. So if you put them in your music, that could be a way for you to really stand out. Okay, we'll come back to sus chords later in this video, and I'll show you an easy trick to make them sound even better. But hey, real quick, if you struggle with coming up with emotional chord progressions, you should check out the Bassist MIDI chord pack. It comes with 190 essential chord progressions, all sorted by emotion, genre, and vibe. I'll even throw in the Broken Hearts and Lost Love sample packs at a crazy discount. That's 190 MIDI chord progressions, 20 emotional trap samples with stems and MIDI included, all 100% royalty free. If you're interested, look for the emotional trap bundle in the description. Another chord type you can use are diminished chords. Diminished chords are another set of neutral, dissonant chords that you can use to spice up your chord progressions. Diminished chords look very similar to minor chords, so we'll start there.
A diminished chord
Has a 1, a minor third, and a diminished fifth, or another minor third. This means we can make a minor chord and then drag the fifth down a half step. So when do you use these chords? Diminished chords work really well as passing chords. So if you have two chords that are a whole step away from each other, you can use a diminished chord as a passing note. All you have to do is find the note in between them, and this will be the root note of your diminished chord. Then you can just build out the rest of your diminished chord. Here's another example. We have these two chords a whole step away from each other. I can use a diminished chord as a passing chord right here too. Now, diminished chords work really well in between two major chords or two minor chords. Diminished chords are really good for switching up the second half of your chord progression, and you can go up or even down the scale. Another way to use diminished chords is if you have a minor chord anywhere in your chord progression, you could use a diminished chord before or after it, one half step down, and it'll sound good in almost any situation. All right, we're going to come back to diminished chords a little bit later in this video, but keep watching because I'm going to show you one easy trick to make these diminished chords sound even better. Okay, and the last tip to adding emotions to your chord progressions is by using extensions. I've talked about extensions before on this channel, but in this video, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Extensions are a great way to add a cinematic or a rich, jazzy kind of feel to your chord progressions. And don't worry, they're super easy to understand. For this, we're gonna start with a major chord. We have our scale highlighting on, so you could see the C major scale behind this. Here's our first, here's our third, and here's our fifth. If we want to add an extension, we can just skip the next note in the scale to find the seventh. And then we can skip the next note and find the ninth. Anything after the fifth is known as an extension. So the seventh, the ninth, the 11th, and the 13th are all extensions that you can use. Let me show you how easily you can add extensions to your music. Let's say we have this chord progression. All we have to do is add whichever extensions we want on the top of the chord progressions, and it's that easy. Okay, so how do we take this tip to the next level? Well, let's bring back our suspended and diminished chords. To make a sus2 or sus4 seventh chord, just skip the next note in the scale and add the seventh. After I add my extensions, I like to invert my notes so that my chord progression has the shape that I want, so I can create the feeling that I want. And to make a diminished seventh chord, just add another minor third on top. Here it is in a progression. Also, don't forget to lower and randomize your velocities as well as strum your notes. That way you get that human feel. If you want more tips on how to create other emotions in your music, then watch this video next. Now, if you liked any of the MIDI chord progressions you heard in this video, I want to give them to you absolutely free. They all come from my Forever sample pack, and everything is 100% royalty free. Link is in the description.